you two new features in Canvas that you may wish to use or disable. So if you open up your Canvas course, you will notice along your left-hand navigation panel that there's a new feature called Chat that you may want to disable until and unless you're ready to use it. So to disable anything that's in your navigation panel, you go into your settings, which is the last thing in that navigation panel. And the third tab over is for navigation. So the top section is all your enabled features, and the bottom section is the disabled features. So to disable something, you simply drag it from the enabled to the disabled section and click Save, and then you will notice that that chat feature has disappeared. Secondly, and if you want to put it back, you just reverse that. You go into your settings, navigation, and drag it from disabled back up to the enabled section and click Save again. Next is the conference feature. So if you click on the conference feature, students have this as well, and you can enable students to start conferences or disable that. It's defaulted to disabling that. So if you click plus conference, there's only one type, and it's called a big blue button conference. So because all of my classes are in one section in my period 7, because I've cross-listed everything because I only teach one grade level, so all of my students, 100 and some odd students, are in this one conference. So if you start a new big blue button conference, all of your students could potentially join, but you could also tell students to join at particular times so that you don't need to do anything here or uncross list. Okay, so you can set the time for, say, a class period, 46 minutes. You can record that conference or not. You can not have a time limit if you wish for it to run longer, or you could keep the time limit at 46 minutes. You could put a description down here, what that conference is going to be about. You can invite all course members, or you could choose individual students by name. They would all be listed alphabetically, or you can invite them all. And you could remove the observers if you like by doing that. And then once you click update, it's ready to go. It hasn't started until you actually click the start button. Once you do, when students click on the conference button, they will see a join button instead of a start button, and they'll be able to join your conference. I would recommend asking your students to turn off their microphones so that you wouldn't hear all the background noises in their homes. And then they could turn their microphone on if they want to ask a question. And that's where the chat feature could come in, where you could chat with students. But like I said, I would disable that and just ask students to turn on their microphones. But that's up to you if you want to use the chat feature. It means students could be having a chat on the side about things, which could be good if that's what you want, or it could be, of course, distracting for them. And that's really all there is to know about that. All this is giving you the ability to speak to students remotely. And then you could direct them to wherever you have put work for them to do for that day. Good luck.